Guys, deluded Gooner. Now, a couple of you have asked me to speak about Gabriel Paulista in regards to some of the comments he made when he was being, I think he was being interviewed by Guillaume Balaguer in regards to what happened at Arsenal in his new time at Valencia. He touched on Arsenal briefly, but yeah, here it goes. He said allegedly he felt he wasn't given a chance. He felt whenever we played badly, it was placed on him. He'd be in the side for a couple of games and then he'd get dropped. He said that it made him upset that he's only playing because people are injured and things like that. I can understand why that's demoralising. Imagine only being selected essentially because there's other two better than you. It's reality of playing for a big club, allegedly. But yeah, like, you were given chances. Let's not lie now. You were given chances. You weren't given. I can understand where you're coming from with being blamed because let's be honest, he did have a couple good games. When Bellerin was out, spell at right back, he was all right. He's had a couple good games and people don't really, with this guy, didn't really hail him up for them good games. He was decent in the 0-0 against Liverpool, if I can remember rightly. We think he United in that 3-0, granted it was a good team performance, but he played very well. Hammers last year is probably his best game in the league. Just certainly, forgive me if I'm wrong. He played well. He's FA Cup en route to the final. He played well. Who was it? Was it against City or someone? He played a blinder. He played well. But for all of them handful of good games, there's numerous games you played poorly. My chronological time clock is very wrong in my head, but I'm so sure last game of the season last year, Koscielny got sent off, and this guy moments after dived in and injured himself. That sums up Gabriel. Very raw, very unpolished, very much like a duck out of water. In 2015, when you first come, we'll take that duck out of water stuff. You're a rough diamond, we'll work with you. And while you had some good games and you've had some terrible games, you didn't show enough promise. And at 26, 27, there's not enough improvement in these two seasons to want to persist with you. Say what you want about Callum Chambers. I don't necessarily think he's going to be the best centre-half ever, but I do believe at this club or somewhere else he can have a decent career. Holding, you guys know I love Holding. These two young centre-halves, for me, I'm looking at is that, yeah, you've got experience on them, but you don't convince me to start any more than them. In fact, somewhat, I'd really, Holding definitely, and Chambers, I'd rather play them ahead of you, because they'll get experience. They got a long-term future at the club, and just damn right, they fill me with more confidence being on the football pitch. You, at times, you're nervy, times you're flying into tackles, times you're just about making the passes and stuff. Like I said, people were unfair to him when he did have his good games, but he also had some terrible bad games. I mean, if we look at last year, Liverpool away, Palace away, all of these sort of games, the Chelsea thing, I'm so sure. No, it weren't Chelsea. I'm lying on him. The 3-2 against United a couple years ago or whatever, when Rashford lost his marker bare times and scored. The Spurs when he conceded a penalty. There's numerous examples I'm sure you guys can insert here of Gabriel not playing well. So he's only got himself to blame, like. That whole him getting injured on the last day sums up how he is. Rash at times, unpolished, not learning from mistakes, and we can't persist. Like, I don't know whether people actually watched you with their eyes or it was the stat DNA thing we're talking about, but you didn't improve enough. Like, Wenger tried to say a lot of this was not learning the language in your good days, but yeah, well, you had some good games and you'll leave us with some good memories, like before the FA Cup final and that little route. You didn't do enough in your 60-odd appearances for the club to convince that you really have a long-term future. That being said, I hope you do your thing at Valencia. You seem suited more to the Spanish league. I mean, you've hit it. Maybe it's because, I don't know what reason, maybe the culture thing is better for you. I hope you prove a lot of doubters wrong. I hope people look back and say, Arsenal, why did they sell you? Of course I don't, but as a player and as a man, you want someone to do as best as they can, and he is a former Gooner, and he's not playing for no rivals, no ops. So I wish you all the best. I hope to be saying that, but is she your fault? It's part of Wenger's fault for ultimately not improving. You're not kicking on because he bought the man, but you didn't learn from your mistakes. In the same way I say Bellerin needs to learn to watch his runners, in the same way that I demand Mustafi stop being tight all the time, which he's learning from allegedly, in the same way I like to see Iwobi tracking back, it's in the same way you need to learn a couple stuff. And while them man there are trying to show signs of improving, you're not. And we can't keep pulling people. We know we need a centre-half, arguably, at this club. We need a proper centre-half. We can't keep keeping this dead weight. Because even Mertesacker, finished. Are you necessarily a better option or provide people with more options than ahead of him? And if I'm honest, I don't think so. Yes, hindsight's a good teacher, and everyone will be saying, Wenger, why did you sell him? Them same ones that say Gabriel's not good enough for saying that. But you get where I'm going. We were told favela kid, rogue guy, he's a tough round the edges, he'll bring in all of this and make us mean. And you saw him get sent off against Costa, the first time we've seen that in a while from an Arsenal player back them times there. But it just weren't enough. Yeah, a couple things were unfair, and it's not always your fault. And there was times you didn't deserve to lose your place, but there was many times you didn't even deserve to be named in the whole matchday squad, which happened on many occasions. But yeah, man, I ain't got nothing else to say on this matter. Guys, deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Get in the comments if you wish. Hit the subscribe button and do the rest. I'm out.